All is now set for the inauguration of a non-governmental organization, Being Human Foundation for the Less Privileged. The foundation supports and empowers underprivileged individuals and communities, ensuring they have access to basic needs, including quality education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. Being Human Foundation for the Less Privileged aims to nurture entrepreneurial talent among the less privileged, bridge educational gap, provide access to essential healthcare, and others. And others are raised to raise awareness about sexual and gender-based violence, combat hunger and malnutrition. On the program, we shall examine the impact the foundation is planning to make in the lives of the less privileged. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ikaria Clinton. With me in the studio is Dr. Khadija Kuburat Ibrahim. She is the founder, executive director, Being Human Foundation for the Less Privileged. It's a pleasure to have you on Nigeria Today.
Thank you. Good evening.
Also with us in the studio is Dr. Khadija Lami Umar. She's a legal advisor, Being Human Foundation for the Less Privileged. It's good to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
And also joining us via Zoom from China is Hawa Abdullahi Suleiman. He's a member, Board of Trustee, Being Human Foundation. You're welcome to Nigeria Today, Hawa.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I will start with you, Dr. Lami. Let me just use that to draw the difference because we have Khadija. So, Dr. Lami, tell us, we've said quite a lot about what the foundation is all about. Is there something, that was not captured in the introduction that you think the people should know about this Being Human Foundation?
I would like to say that the Being Human Foundation, it's the brainchild of the founder, that's Haja Khadija Kubra Ibrahim. She has nurtured this idea of giving back to the community through the basic elements that joins us all, which is being human. We are all human, and by virtue of our humanity, it wants to share with everybody in our community. That is the core aim of the organization. And in reaching out to the less privileged, that is people who by virtue of maybe economic circumstances, social settings, and other factors are not equal or are disadvantaged, then Being Human Foundation is here to support you, to reach out to you at your time of need. Essentially, we provide food support, we provide care and nurture for the hungry. We also create avenues for entrepreneurial skills and training among young ones in the society. So generally, Being Human Foundation for the Less Privileged is really targeted at these vulnerable groups of people who she wants to give back to. And I'm proud to lend a voice to that.
Okay, Dr. Khadija, this is your brainchild. So tell us, what is inspiration?
Growing up and seeing my parents give back to the society, I learned from that. And alhamdulillah, as a Muslim, charity begins at home, and it's good to give charity. This is what I'm meant to understand from when I was young. So I've been doing it, at the back door, and it's high time I come, into the open and, help more people. And it's been a dream, like a long-time dream for me. And I'm very happy that the dream is about to be, realized soon, inshallah. So that's it.
Now, to you, Hawa, a lot have been said by Dr. Khadija and, of course, Dr. Lami about this foundation. What kind of changes, will you want to see these, in these critical areas that have been selected to make an impact, what kind of changes would you want to see at the end of the day?
Okay, for me, I would love to say one of the core aims and objectives of the organization is to focus on empowerment. Because the moment you choose to empower someone, you're really impacting on the person's life. You can, by empowerment, you can eradicate hunger. You can eradicate lack of jobs, opportunities, and the rest. So the organization working on empowerment of in people's life for the less privileged, just as the name indicates, it's a great deal for us. And also, if you notice, one of the major problems we're facing is hunger. And we have the entrepreneurship issue because most young graduates now don't even have a job to do. So people tend to venture into business. So if as an organization, we can support that business they want to do, no matter how little it is, we're impacting in their lives, hopefully positively.
Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Lami, when you say less privilege, who exactly are you looking at? Who are you targeting?
We at the Being Human Foundation, what we mean by the less privileged, we are referring to those group of people who, by virtue of their economic situation, economic standards, social social setting, they do not have access to certain essential services or essential needs. Those are the people we are referred to as the less privileged, who do not have access to certain resources that are important to their being human, to their existence. That's what we mean by being less privileged.
Okay, now back to you. I think you wanted to add something.
Yes,
you wanted to add something to that. So tell us.
Advantages, less opportunities, and like I always say, we are less privileged in some places. We can't be privileged in everywhere. So I find it very rude to call somebody poor, because to me, we are poor before Allah. It's only Allah that is rich. Just like my favorite dua that I always say, Ya Allah, I am poor, please enrich me. So while coming up with this name, they gave me different names at the CAC. Okay, you can't just use the being human, it has to be being human with the poor. I'm like, no, I won't use poor, I will prefer less privileged. In fact, we have a problem that they did not approve the D at the end of the privilege. So a lot of people have been calling me, you guys are making mistake. I'm like, no, we didn't make mistake, because there's somebody that is using less privilege, something, I've forgotten the name, but less privileged, so they don't want us to use the same name. And after writing to them many times, I told them that this does not speak well about us, because a lot of people would think we are making mistake, and this is not our mistake, and not theirs too. They know what they approved. So just a few days back, they gave us the D. Okay. So, but we've already printed a lot of things out, and I'm like, okay, we'll move on from this place. Okay. So the less privilege is like people that have less advantage, less opportunity in maybe in every aspect of life, talking about health, hunger, feeding and all that. So we just give them the less privileged. So that is why I named it less privileged, so that we can help them where they don't have that much privilege, in order to, help them to become privileged, kind of.
Now let's talk a little bit about the launching and the unveiling of the logo of the foundation. Talk to us about it.
Like I said, this is a dream come true, mashallah. I can't wait, actually. We're looking at a lot of people even outside Nigeria, like our special guest of honor is Sheikh Khalid Yassin from America. Inshallah will be coming into Abuja in a few days. And the patron of our NGO is Royal Highness Aminu Ado Bayero. So we have a lot of people, we have a lot of sheikhs coming, because just like I mentioned, Islam supports charity, And immediately I tell them I want to do charity. We'll be there, we'll be there. You know, they love to support. Like it was even the Sultan of Sokoto that gave us the hall that we're using at the National Mosque as part of his own contribution, and we're thankful to him for that. So it's been something. They've been encouraging me to go further, and then we're looking at receiving people from different parts of the world, not only in Nigeria. So I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to it, praying to Allah to make it, successful like I want it to be.
Now, Hawa, you are a member board of trustee. Now, we're wondering, with foundations like this, funding most of the time usually is a problem. So how do you intend to fund this foundation?
Okay, yeah, I know you're right. I've worked with various NGOs, and actually funding is it's quite an issue in some cases, not in all cases actually. But the beauty in humanity is that once you tell a person, this is what I plan on doing, this is what I intend on doing, people tend to give out support. So if, for example, we want to run a project, we tend to reach out to other people. We can't do it by ourselves. Yes, we are an NGO, we work together, but we can't do it all by ourselves. We need help of other people because there are other people that have it more than we do. So for funding, it all depends on the project we're working on. Let's say, for example, we want to work on, let's say, a community outreach. So in that aspect, we have to look for people that are interested in that aspect. We reach out to them. We say, okay, this is our deal. We plan on working with a number of people. This is what we intend on doing, but we are limited on funds. So please, any amount you could support us with will go a long way. And believe you me, humans have they are good at heart. Once a person or two hear that, oh, they want to do this for so community, I'd want to help out. I would love to help out. So that's one of the ways we intend on solving the funding problem, inshallah. And also we have our founder too. She's good with people way more than most of us. So I don't think funding will be an issue for us, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Lami, how can other Nigerians, be part of this, or are they invited to be part of this initiative?
Our doors are open to everybody. But what we intend to do after this official launch is to create outreach centers in every state in Nigeria. We now have presence in about 3 states now. The FCT, Borno State, we have a Kwara. So we continue to extend our outreach to other parts of Nigeria as we grow from here. Sure. We didn't just start now, so we'll continue to do what we've been doing before and make it better by the grace of God.
You're talking about outreach in Kwara. Do you have in Abuja?
Yes, we have one in Abuja.
Okay, for now, how many states do you have?
We have just three.
3 states for now?
Yes, for now.
Abuja inclusive?
Yeah, Abuja inclusive.
Kwara and where?
Kwara and Borno State.
And Borno State.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what kind of partnership are you expecting? What kind of collaboration? Or do you already have?
I have a few. Last week, I spoke with Excellency Aisha Atiku Bagudu. She's the founder of Bampal Foundation, and immediately she saw all this, she was wowed and in fact said we can be partners. So I'm looking at partnering with people, that are serious, that has the same vision and mission like I do. Like Sheikh Khalid Yassin, that is coming all the way from America, also has an NGO named Sky something, and when he looked through our aims and objectives, he was like, oh, Khadija, I don't mind, we could be partners. So I'm happy that I'm meeting people that have the same aims and objectives like we do, so we can all work together to, have a good result, inshallah.
No, we learned that there are other gestures to be extended during the launching, like empowerment of small, business. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, over time we say our people went out to look at people that are really in need. The first thing we realized is that this Almajiri people, most of them is feeding. Their problem is mainly feeding. So we've been doing that for over a year right now, and we intend to continue, inshallah. So we'll be giving out 3 months feeding for 100 Almajiris on that day, inshallah. And we have a few of people that we're about to take off the street right now, like maybe beggars, people that are just roaming about, because I talked with one of the bosses in NDLA too, and we had a meeting, and these people, they don't have things to do, so they are forced to become nuisance to the community and everything. So we try to talk to a few of them, enrolling them in shoemaking companies so that they can be start providing for themselves too. So these are the people that we are going to empower that day, inshallah. Some of them are already in training right now, and some of them we are going to start. They are going to start their training after the launching. So these are the people we are going to give funds to start. And of course, our people are there to watch, to look at them, to guide them, to make sure that they are doing the right thing and they are not spending the money in the wrong way. Okay,
is there an age bracket? Because when you talk about people that are begging, I see children that are supposed to be in school at the age of 10, 12, 15, they are outside.
Their parents, yes. We try to empower their parents in that way, because like what we discussed with Her Excellency Aisha Atiku, she said we cannot always give them food. So now she went as far as doing her own research, in which she wants me to be part of it. I'm so glad to hear about that when she told me. So she said the main problem these people have is the parent don't have, so they push them out. Okay, Islamic what's it called? The Islamic school is really advisable, but she will prefer them to go to the school around the premises of their parent. So now she's looking at we joining hands together to empower the parent so that they can have that motherly love. They go to their schools, return back home and eat proper food. Instead of us feeding them, we're not solving the problem. We're just solving the problem, temporary, and she wants us to solve it permanently. So inshallah, we'll be looking into that, and she's really serious about it. She's done her research, and I'm really happy to be part of the initiation. So that's how we're going to cover that soon.
No, I'm still interested in asking about some of the children. Some of them are so used to begging that they now feel that they're making quite a lot of money. How do you intend to entice them, to keep them to learn these skills and to use it for themselves?
Okay, we also looking at, as in the very close future, we're looking at creating counseling centers, whereby it's not just empowering the mothers and telling the children. We'll tell them the reason why they need to do all this, and if there are issues that's mental health issues, they need counseling, value orientation, all those can also be taken care of alongside. And that's why our outreach centers are very rich and accessible. We have days where people come and they talk to anybody who wants to have access to these people. As a law firm, we provide both legal services and create an opportunity to receive complaints, especially where you have cases of abuse of children. Those are the things that we really pay attention to. And all these things cannot be dealt with if there is no counseling sessions. You don't create that avenue for them to be able to talk to you. So, and that well-being foundation for the less privileged, it's a whole package. It's a total package. It's not just about giving food. No, it thinks of your education. It thinks of even the trauma you've been through over the years.
Can people, like people that feel they can't provide these things like you just mentioned for themselves, economically they feel they're less privileged, can they approach the center? Can they walk into the center to say, look,
Yes.
I need your help?
Yes, our doors are always open.
Yes.
We have people around that they just tell you they don't have dinner to eat. They just want something for that day. They are not beggars. They just need support for that time. And so we don't push people away. We welcome all these people. Like we said, everybody is less privileged in one way or the other.
Yes, we can be privileged everywhere.
So, tell us, what would the foundation venture into in the future? Is there any plan for expansion to other areas?
Of course. So far, our outreach post is just in 3 states, excuse me. But hopefully, before the end of the year, we plan on reaching at least half of the states in the country. So it's not just a 1 year thing, a 2 year thing. No, it's a lifetime thing for us. It's something that we plan on doing continuously, even after when we're no longer in this world. There will be people to continue what we've already started. Because that's the beauty of life. People are always in need. No matter how rich you are, no matter how well-to-do you are, there will be this one place that you'll be lacking, and you will need someone to talk to. Just as Dr. Khadija has said, like the counseling part of the organization is one beauty thing that we're planning on starting as soon as possible. So you're always welcome. Like, the organization is that big, and our hands are wide open to welcome everyone, every single person. We are available. We are 100% ready for the task. So, Alhamdulillah, that's all I can say for now. And I don't want to spice it up a bit, but don't worry, on the 7th of February, you'll see a glimpse of what we would venture into by the special grace of God.
Thank you very much. By the way, Hawaii, your smile is infectious. Okay, so give us your parting words. When is the inauguration? Just in 30 seconds, summarize, and of course, your message for Nigerians.
Okay, there's my favorite quote that says, when you feel pain, you're alive. But when you feel other people's pain, you're being human. And that's why we're here. I just pray that our launching goes on well, so that we can help more people than we even imagine. That's my joy, to see. I always pray to Allah that, Ya Allah, please use me to put smiles on people's face. And I can see that happening soon. Okay. So let's support each other and help ourselves, no matter what,
And
help your neighbor.
what's the date of inauguration?
7th of February, inshallah.
2025.
Yes, 7th of February.
Thank you very much. And this is where we draw the curtain on today's episode of Nigeria Today. A very big thank you to Dr. Khadija Kuburat Ibrahim, founder, executive director, Being Human Foundation for the Less Privileged. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
And also we had Dr. Khadija Lami Umar, a legal advisor, Being Human Foundation for the Less Privileged. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For coming.
It's good to be here.
And we had via Zoom from China, Hawa Abdullahi Suleiman. She's a member board of trustee, Being Human Foundation for the Less Privileged. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for being part of the program. I'm Eukaria Clinton. Goodbye.